Hey guys, what's up, Master17, and we are back with another Let's Play, Amnesia. I want to get a shout out to pigeontoedprod, hopefully I said that right, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really a big fan of saying gamer tags perfectly, and I see that we are free at the moment. Let's use 10 bucks here. Okay. Next time maybe I'll look that way. It's not too good. Like I said before, people, I've played to a certain point in this game. It's a little bit further, well, it's further than this for me. But I wasn't playing entirely the whole time. Actually, my friend took over like halfway, so there's parts actually in between that I'm not, I've never even seen. Look, turn oil. I have a bit of a stuffy nose. Cat allergies. Okay. So yeah, as I said, yeah, I have cat allergies, and they're going away. I took some React a while ago. So, more stuff here. Turn oil. Last time I played, I haven't really looked anywheres. I was just trying to advance through the game as fast as possible, so I might pick up some stuff that I didn't pick up last time. Alright, so we're gonna line up this room.
So there should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
These little flashbacks, pretty cool. Whoever had the idea of putting flashbacks in this game is absolutely brilliant because it's so well made. Candles here. Don't want lights. Fine, lantern oil, what's this? Okay, so the chemical relocation. The lack of chimney to properly vent the fumes from most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will not be difficult to salvage. I shall do whatever I can to move them into the wine cellar. Okay, so all of these potions are in the wine cellar. Alchemy experiment. A little bit too much to read there. Not a very big fan of writing stuff. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave your judgment and safe return. Huh. Some sort of riddle or something. It's gotta be something here. Treasure box. I don't think it's gonna guys. Let's see, is that my nose is leaking. Bless me. Alright, so we need to go to the wine cellar room. We need to find a key. Okay, so the entrance hall. Pretty sure there is a key to the wine cellar. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to pigeontoedprod again. Me and him were doing
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
That's cool. So sorry for the interruption again. To a pigeontoedprod, me and him are doing sort of a race to see if we can finish this game in the least amount of time. So there's no race to win to finish it. It's all about, game time, or how long the video that we make and all that stuff. Okay, close this other door too. Salvage some tinder boxes. What's this? Huh. Alright, like I said, the ones that are a little bit too long and don't really solve anything, we're not really gonna read.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
It's weird. Tinderbox. It's 12.
1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Looks like we're gonna have to go towards the light.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Maybe there's a key in this room.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay, so looks like they got servants working for them. Now we know. To the box.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, then.